Okay, Assalamualaikum. Hari ni kita akan proceed dengan last subtopic under reaction kinetic, okay, which is this one 6.3, factors affecting reaction rate. Okay, at the end of the lesson for part 6.3, factors affecting reaction rate, firstly, you should be able to explain the effect of the following factors on the reaction rates, which is we have the concentration, concentration or pressure, then temperature, catalyst, and the last one is particle size. Secondly, you should be able to illustrate the effect of temperature on reaction using Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution curve. And then you should be able to state Arrhenius equation, which is K is equal to A exponent negative A over RT. And the last one, you should be able to explain the relationship between temperature and activation energy to the rate constant based on the Arrhenius equation. Let's proceed with factors affecting reaction rate. Previously we already learned about the reaction rate. Each reaction has its own characteristic rate. The reaction rate is determined by the chemical nature of the reactants. Now we proceed. We proceed with factors. Factors affecting reaction rate. The first factor is concentration. Now we look how we are going to ensure that the concentration will affect the reaction rate. Basically, when we have the higher concentration of reactant, so that's mean we have more particles of reactant are present. So when we have the more particle of reactants, so there are more effective collision will occur. Then the reaction rate will increase. So we can conclude as when the concentration of the reactant is high, we also have the number of particle is also increase. Number of particle increase. Number of particle increase. Increase. And lastly, when the number of particle increase, the effective collision also increase. The effective collision increase. Increase. The next factor that can affect the reaction rate is pressure. Pressure. For the gas reactant, for the reactant that involve the gas, here Okay, the changing in the pressure of the gas is similar to changing its concentration. Okay, for pressure, we are only involved when the reactant is in gas, in gas. The reactant in gas. Okay, if the gas pressure is increased, so the volume will be reduced. When the volume will be reduced, the gas molecule are close together, so that we have the more effective collision will occur. So that's mean the rate of reaction will increase. Okay, this one you can refer ideal gas law. Okay, PV is equal to nRT. nRT. Okay, when we okay, this one is equation 1. Okay, we can rearrange here for P here. P, only P here. P is equal to nRT over with V. Okay, this one is equation 2. Okay, from equation 2, the P berkadar langsung with the 1 over V. Okay, now when we increase the P, the V must be reduced. Okay, V here is volume, P here is pressure. This is the relationship between the P and the volume. Okay, when we increase the P, the volume is reduced, and then the gas molecule are close together, then more effective collision will occur, and then the rate of reaction will increase. Okay, this one is the figure how the pressure increase by reducing the volume. Okay, this one is the high pressure with reduced volume. This one is low pressure with high volume. Okay, the concentration again, the concentration of the reactant is high, so that the frequency of collision is high and the rate also high. Okay, the next factors that affect the reaction rate is particle size. Particle size. Okay, basically when the size of reacting particles is decreased, so that the total surface area exposed for the reaction increase. So that's mean we have the more effective collision will occur, and then the reaction rate will increase. Okay, in this statement we can summarize as when this we have the smaller size. Okay, smaller size. Okay, the smaller size, that's mean the particle size is decreased. Okay, the higher surface area will be increased. Okay, surface area increase. Higher rate of effective collision increase. Effective collision increase. And then reaction rate increase. Okay, the last factors that affect, and not the last one, the fourth one. Okay, the factors affecting reaction rate is temperature. So now we look how the temperature can affect the reaction rate. Okay, the effect of temperature on the reaction rate only can be explained in terms of kinetic theory. So basically the average kinetic energy, okay, berkaitan langsung with the temperature. So in this statement, when we increase the temperature increase, so that the average kinetic of reactant molecules also increase. Okay, when this the average energy kinetic energy increase, temperature also increase. Okay, either one, either you increase the temperature automatically the average kinetic energy increase. Then more molecule with enough energy, okay, equal to or greater than activation energy will collide. Okay, so that's mean the K is greater or same with the EA. Okay, EA is activation energy and KE is kinetic energy. Okay, then only the frequency of effective corrosion will increase, so that the rate of reaction will increase. Okay, now we look the effect of temperature on reaction rate. Okay, kita guna Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution curve. Okay, Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution shows, okay, the kinetic energy distribution for a reaction mixture at two different temperature. Okay, for Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution curve, okay, we can plot the number of molecules here versus the collision energy. Okay, this one is the blue line. Okay, the blue line is the temperature at T1. Okay, the curve, the Maxwell distribution curve at T1. However, the red one is the curve for T2 is greater than T1. Okay, this one is EA. EA is minimal energy requirement. Minimal energy required. Energy required. Okay. Okay, so behind this, okay, we can see that the greater fraction at T2 with enough energy to react. Okay, please remember that when we increase the T, the KE, kinetic energy, also increase. Okay, so this one T1 it will refer E1 E1. For E2 we have the E2. Okay. Okay, now we look this diagram. This diagram is the plot between the number of molecule versus the kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic energy. So here at T1 here, okay, T1, the blue one is kinetic energy at T1. Okay, the black one, the black line is the kinetic energy at T2. Okay, now the temperature T2 is greater than. Okay, the average kinetic energy at T1 is equal to E1. Average kinetic energy at T2 is equal to E2. Okay, next we look another diagram. Okay, also the number of molecule, okay, versus with the kinetic energy. Okay, E2 is greater than E1, so therefore when T increase, the average kinetic energy increase, so that the molecule will move faster, more correlation occur, and more effective correlation, then the reaction rate will be increased. Okay, next we have the let's say we have the activation energy EA here. Okay, EA here. Okay, the shaded area under the curve represent the number of molecule with energy equal to or greater than the EA. Okay, next we look at this diagram. Okay, since the T2 is greater than T1, okay, now this one, okay, T2 is greater than T1. Molecule that have kinetic energy equal or greater than activation energy is more compared to T1. Okay. Okay, we know that when the Ke is increased, okay, the T also increase. Okay, now we have the T2 is greater than T1, so that's mean we have the Ke, kinetic energy 2, is equal to kinetic energy 1. Okay, when we have the kinetic energy 2 is high compared to kinetic energy 1 at temperature 1. Okay, only collision with energy greater than EA are able to react. So another one, the requirement that we want to ensure both molecule are react, so we must ensure that the kinetic energy, okay, kinetic energy either 2 or 1 must be greater or similar with the EA. EA is activation energy. Okay, so as a conclusion, when the T is increased, the average kinetic energy of the molecule also increase. The number of molecules with energy equal or greater than EA is increased, then only the effective correlation increase and the rate will be increased only. And the last one is the rate increase. Okay, the last factors that affecting the reaction rate is catalyst. Okay, what is the catalyst? Okay, basically a catalyst is a substance that increase the rate of chemical reaction without excess being consumed. Okay, so dalam satu-satu reaction, sometimes we can use the catalyst to increase the rate of a chemical reaction without the reactant consume lah. So catalyst ni dia takkan bertindak balas dalam reaction. Dia just function to increase the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, basically a catalyst provide an alternative pathway which has a lower activation energy compared to the one without catalyst. Okay, so bila kita guna catalyst, dia boleh lowkan activation energy. So by adding catalyst cause the number of reactants molecules having kinetic energy equal or greater than the EA. So bila kita guna catalyst, the KE, kinetic energy, also must be greater or similar with EA. Okay, EA barulah reaction tu akan berlaku dengan efektif. Okay, will increase, then more effective corrosion will occur, and that's the rate of reaction will increase. Okay, now look the energy profile diagram that showing the difference reaction in the presence of catalyst and without catalyst. Okay, this one is without catalyst. Okay, this one is the with catalyst. Okay, the with catalyst is this one. The below one is with catalyst. Okay, the upper one is without catalyst. Okay, now we look at the what is the Arrhenius equation. Okay, basically the Arrhenius equation is this one. Okay, K is equal to A is frequency factor, exponent negative EA. Okay, EA is activation energy over with the RT. R is universal gas constant, which is 8.314 joule mole negative 1. K negative 1, K is Kelvin. Okay, this one you from equation 1. Okay, you can put the ln. Okay, the ln for right and left equation. Okay, both then you will get this kind of equation. Okay, ln K is equal to ln A minus with E over R multiplied with 1 over T. Okay, from this equation 1, we can see that when we have the higher T, we also have the larger K, and we increase the rate. Okay, increase the rate. Okay, so as a conclusion, temperature affect the rate by affecting the rate constant. Okay, this one again for Arrhenius equation. Okay, now we look at Arrhenius equation, this one. Okay, we can look the temperature in rate now. Okay, temperature in rate. Okay, this one is Arrhenius equation, equation 1. Okay, then we have another equation here. Okay, equation 2. Okay, what is F? Okay, F is the fraction of molecular collision with energy greater or equal to the EA. Okay, as a conclusion, when temperature is high, average speed of particle also high, and the collision for frequency also high. Okay, then only those collision with enough energy, okay, enough energy to exceed EA can lead to reaction. Okay, this one lah, KE must be greater than greater or same with the EA. Okay, temperature rise in large fraction of collision with enough energy to exceed EA. Okay, and this one is I repeat again, when the higher T, okay, we also have the larger K to increase rate. Okay, another conclusion we have here, when we have the larger EA, so we have the smaller K. Okay, now we look example 1. Example 1 involve the decomposition of N205. Okay, there are the activation energy. Activation energy here is EA. EA dia adalah 103 kilojoule, and also the frequency factor is F, 4.3 times 10 the power of 13 S negative 1. Okay, what is the rate constant for this composition at 20 degrees Celsius, and another one is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, given R is 8.314. Okay, this example we use the Arrhenius equation, K A exponent negative EA over RT. Okay, frequency factor here is A, A. Okay, given A, given EA, given R, and also T. Okay, please ensure your T here in degree Celsius we convert in Kelvin, in Kelvin. Then by using the calculator, you can find out your K is around 1.9 times 10 to the power negative 5 as negative 1. Okay, for 100 degrees Celsius, okay, we are using the same equation. Okay, Arrhenius equation. Okay, given A, given also EA, given R, and T must convert to Kelvin, to Kelvin. Then by using the calculator, you can find out your K. Your K is 0.16 as negative 1. Okay, another method you can find out the K. Okay, you can use the equation, Lorentz equation. Okay, then you can compare this one, okay, equation 1. Okay, so that's mean we have ln K is your Y. Okay, negative A over R is your M. Okay, this one is your M. 1 over t is your x. Okay, ln A is your c. Okay, when we plot ln k versus versus 1t, ln k versus 1t. Yes, we can get this line, the red line. Okay, okay, so basically EA we can determine from the graph. Okay, okay, after we get this value, okay, this value and this value, okay, we can find out this one from the slope of the graph. Okay, from the slope here, okay, we know the value. We also know the value of R. Then you can find out your EA. Okay, okay, now look example 2. Example 2. Example 2. Okay, the rate constant for decomposition of nitrous oxide N2O into N2 molecule and oxygen atom has been measured at different temperature. Okay, for let's say we have the data, okay, K and also the T. Okay, the certain K at certain temperature. Then you have to determine graphically the activation energy for the reaction. Okay, if you get the equation like this, the first step you have to do is you have to develop this table that involve this one, K, okay, ln K, T in degree Celsius, T in Kelvin, and also 1 over T. After that, you have to plot. Okay, you have to plot ln K versus 1T. Okay, all this value ln K versus 1T. Okay, you have to plot this one, these two value. Okay, after that you get the linear graph like this. Okay, like the red line. Okay, from the slope here, okay, the slope, okay, you can find out the slope here if we get the value of ln A here and the 1 over T here. Okay, so the slope is negative A over R. So the slope we can find out by using the calculator. Okay, the slope is negative 2.89 times 10 to the power of 4 Kelvin. Then only you can find out the EA. Okay, R is 8.314. Then you can find out your EA. Okay, EA is 240.2 kilojoule per mole. Okay, if we know the rate constant of two different temperature, okay. Okay, so we have the ln K2, okay, the ln K1. Okay, K1 at temperature 2 and K2 at temperature 1. Okay, so this one, this equation number 1, I label it as equation number 1. This one is equation number 2. Okay, now we get the equation 1 over equation 2. Okay, this one you boleh cancel out ln A. Okay, then we have third equation. Third equation like this. So now we look example 3. Example 3. The decomposition of HI has rate constant. First, K is cost 0.079 liter mole -1 S -1 at 508 degrees Celsius. Another one, K is 0.24 L mole -1 S -1 at 540 degrees Celsius. And the question is, what is the activation energy? Okay, activation energy is EA of this reaction in kilojoule mole -1. Okay, you can use this equation, okay, previous equation, okay, this one. Okay, we already know the value of K1, the K2. Okay, please remember your temperature in Kelvin, and then T2 also in Kelvin. Then only you can find out the EA. Okay, you substitute all the value in this equation, then you can find out your EA, joule mole -1. Kilojoule is EA in kilojoule is 183.3 kilojoule mole -1. Okay, now we look at example 4. Last example in this chapter basically, and also this subtopic. Okay, let's say we have the rate constant of first order reaction is 4.6 times 10 to the power -4 S -1. This one is your K, K at 350 degrees Celsius. Okay, if the activation energy is 104 kilojoule per mole, okay, this one is EA. Calculate the temperature at which its rate constant is 8.8 times 10 to the power -4 S -1. Okay, so this question asks you to find out the T, T at K is equal to 8.8 times 10 to the power -4 S -1. Okay, by using this equation, you can use this equation. Okay, this one is given, this one is given, this one is given, T1 also given. Okay, now you have to find out this one, T2. Okay, you can use this equation. Okay, you substitute all the value in this equation, okay, in this equation. Okay, and finally you can find out your T2. Okay, T2 is 643.96 Kelvin, or in degrees Celsius it's 371 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's all for subtopic 6.3, and we can end the chapter 6. Okay, reaction kinetics. Okay, thank you everyone for watching this chapter.